Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can set unique SharePoint list permissions based on the person or group column in SharePoint list. So by default, SharePoint lists only allow you to set the permissions based on the entire list, but for certain use cases like Power Apps you may wish to have individual permissions set for each item within your list. So in this example I'm going to show you how you can add read-only permissions for the staff and edit permissions on the manager. So this is my list, and in this list I've got two different items. I've got item 1 and item 2, and the columns in my list include staff name, the staff manager, and any comments associated with the item. So this could be for an appraisal document, it could be for anything really, but the end game is to make sure that only the staff can read the item and whoever their manager is can edit the item. So say if they're adding comments based on the performance, something like that, but we don't want anybody else to see anybody else's items within this list. So if I click the dots now and go to manage access, in here you can see the owner of the team, or the admin, which is me, is the owner, has got full access, same as anyone else who's an owner of the team. Visitors can view the records in the list, and members can edit the records in the list. So obviously we don't want that. We don't want the members to be able to see other people's documents or edit other people's documents. We just want the people that are signed in these fields. So now we're going to go over to PowerAutomate, and we're going to create a new automated cloud flow. You can give it a name or just let it generate one, but the trigger you want is when an item is created or modified. So when an item is created or modified, click create. So we're going to choose the list from our site. So I'm going to go to my team site. I'm going to choose the list. So that's my list that I'm using. I'm going to go new step, and then we're going to type stop sharing. So stop sharing an item or a file. So for the site address we'll pick the same site again and the same list. And the ID this time is going to be the ID of the step above, so when it's created or modified. And then we're going to click new step. And we're going to go grant access. We're going to go grant access to an item or a folder. And again the site address is going to be the same as what we've got above. The ID is going to be the ID of the first one that was created or modified above. Recipients now is going to be add dynamic content. These are the fields from the list. So we've got staff name, manager. So we've got the staff name email. So we're going to grant access to this. We're going to notify them. We don't need to notify them, so we'll say no. Roles, we're going to give them view permissions. So remember, this is the staff name, so we're going to give them view access to this. And then you can add a message if you want to share it, if not. Then we'll do the same again. Grant access to an item on my folder. Change the site address again, and the team, and the list. ID again is the same one from the above. The recipients this time is going to be the manager email, so this is the person who's in the manager field. And the roles we're going to change to can edit because we want them to edit the item. Message we don't need, notify we don't need, so we're going to save that step. I'm going to go back to the flow and make sure it's turned on. It's already on. So now to trigger that, we're going to need to edit or modify an item in this list. So we're going to go back to this list. I'm going to change the comments on it to secret comments and save. So once that's saved now, the flow should kick in a second. Could take a minute or so to kick in. So now that flow's run and it's succeeded. So we're going to go back to the list. I'm going to go to manage access. As you can see now, the groups have gone, other than me who's the owner. Terry can now view his own item, and Mary can edit the item. So if I go back to this one won't have changed because we've not updated the item yet. So this is how it was before. And this one, because we've updated and the flows run, has now updated with the correct permissions. So if I change this one now to more comments, the flow will run in the background again and assign each permission, so it'll give Mary access to it and give me full access to it, even though I've already got access. Hopefully that helps, and if it does help, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because it will definitely help me.